dream of vision. For vision, more fine lace, you can still bring your stuff. Yeah. This big giant's talking New York with a skyline bleeds. Basketball dreams in the football seas. Got a mic in the hand and a vision that feeds. In the fantasy realms where the ghost dog leads. He's a shadow on the court and a phantom on the field. Timberland stomping, truth never concealed. Got my podcast lit, each story revealed. Talk Ryan legends and hoops that appeal.
Yeah, buddy. Here at GhostDog's Big Talk, man. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all earlier, we might have a special guest here very soon. Come to find out, came sooner rather than later. However that goes, you get how it goes. But real talk, before we get into all that, man, make sure you hit the subscribe, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the share, most importantly. But just to get right into it, man, there's been a lot of noise out there with the running back situation, the needs, what have you. Free agency is looming right around the corner. It's been a lot of talk, a lot of noise about a Kenneth Walker III, Super Bowl champion, running back for the Seattle Seahawks. A lot of noise that John Harbaugh might be looking at him to make him a giant, put him in a blue jersey on the East Coast. And quite frankly, man, I got a number 12 here. She's a little upset about this. She's a little upset. But before we get into that, man, let me make sure I got the music. Because over here at GhostDog's Big Talk, man, when we talk, we got to make sure we got some tunes. Because we always spitting over here, you feel me? But without further ado, I would like to introduce to the stage the beautiful, the wonderful, the lovely Miss Hangover. Yes.
Hey.
Yes, oh yes. In the flesh. And it's been a minute. Wait, hold on. We got to give another one for round of applause. It's been a minute. The fans, you know, they be seeing you in and out the chats. They have, you know, it's been a minute since they've seen you on the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Back and making an impact.
Absolutely, babe. Take it away. Say what you got to say. Go ahead. Get it off your chest.
All right. So, obviously, you guys know that I am a diehard Seahawks fan. Born and raised in Seattle. So, it's a little concerning to me with them not franchise tagging Mr. Kenneth Walker. He is currently going to be unrestricted. And I feel like for me, my worries stem from is that Charbonnet is still not healthy. He got injured, back in January, and it's going to be, 8 to 12 months before he's healthy. Sure, we could. Anyway,
yeah, you were saying that you could draft another running back. Go ahead.
So you could draft another running back for sure, but are we really going to rely, on a rookie for, I don't know. I don't want to rely on a rookie. If Charbonnet was back from injury, I would feel a little bit more comfortable putting it in his hands. But if you really let Walker walk, especially the performance he did last year, then what are we doing here?
MVP of the Super Bowl, no? Didn't he get the MVP?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. And I guess there's rumors that he might get like a 3-year deal for $39 million. That's at least what's to be projected. He's looking anywhere from the 11 to 13 million per year. And I'm like thinking, would the Giants be willing to pay that for Kenneth Walker? Not that I don't love Kenneth Walker, but we got to be real here. He's injury prone. He's had a lot of issues. There's been times where he's missed games in the last few years due to the issues. And he's pretty open about the physical issues and injuries that he's had in the past as well. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, you brought it out there, man. It's just one of those things. that I get what you're saying. You don't want to put it in a rookie's hands necessarily, but because it's the position, right? The wear and tear, the value of it just goes down. It's just a thing in the league. However, there are those running backs that are worth the money and worth the contract. Now, is he worth that amount? I don't know. It's tough, and I don't know. And that's the thing that bothers me too, because I hate to
He is
open up
only
old
25.
wounds. He is 25,
He
correct,
is only 25.
which is a plus. But to not open up old wounds, you didn't pay number 26 down in Philly, but for so long ago. And I understand the regime and all that. Are we gonna go out and go pay a whole nother running back now? You know what I'm saying? One that's already kind of, as you said, has that little bit of a history of the injuries and whatnot. So I don't know. I guess depends on the deal, whether or not Harbaugh is really going to press the issue or not, because we are sitting at number 5, and Jeremiah Love is well within reach for us. And he's a rookie. He's a phenom. Notre Dame running back. He's just an absolute stud. He really reminds me a lot of like Bijan Robinson and Saquon. Like he just, anytime he touches the ball, it's like almost like it could be a home run. So I don't know. It's just, we just gonna have to wait and see.
I mean, I put a feeler out earlier on socials just to see what people were saying, and me simply asking if it would pay, or I was simply asking, do you think that they would offer more than what Seattle's offering? Seattle ain't no bullshit like franchise. Like they got money, and is another franchise out there willing to step up and pay him more? And they're like, of course there's money. Well, no shit. But from where? Is it going to be Seattle? Are the Giants going to step up to the plate and bring him on? I just want to know, like, is somebody going to like pay more for this man?
Yeah, word. And not, look, I would rather draft a Jeremiah Love than sign a Kenneth Walker, but I wouldn't mind getting a Kenneth Walker if the deal is right. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah. I guess it just depends on how much he wants, how much he can get from whoever. The Giants have definitely been making, inquiries about him. So it's
I wonder how Kenneth would feel about going from, a winning franchise like Seattle to, no offense, the Giants.
Well,
I wonder how he would feel about that.
He probably wouldn't feel too bad knowing that Harbaugh and New Jack City's over here. Plus the Cam Scatterball. Come on, man. You're going to have fun over here. As long as this O-line gets fixed, you're going to have fun.
I would feel more comfortable with letting Kenneth go if Charbonnet was healthy, because I feel like Charbonnet has proved himself. And if Charbonnet does come back, is he gonna have any like residual like issues? Like, is he gonna be able to perform to the capacity he did before? Like that. That's why I just feel like we would literally have to put all our trusts into it, and that scares me, especially leaving the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, man, and it's just one of those things though too. Like it's expected for like Super Bowl champion teams to have to cut the weight, trim the fat, if you will. So it just sucks, man, especially when you got a player like a Kenneth Walker, man. He like you said, man, he was a Super Bowl MVP. He was the main reason why they made it there. No knock on Sam Darnold. He did what he needed to do, but that was definitely Kenneth Walker right there. But what you were saying?
Do you think that would you consider trimming the fat?
What, like let him walk?
Yeah, you think he's fat that needs to be trimmed?
I don't think so. I think he's worth the money, but it just depends on how much. Because you got to worry about other people who want to get paid. I think Sam Darnold's paid, but you got, I don't know what the contract situations over there are, but usually running backs are like one of the first positions to get kind of like let go.
I think that Seattle probably will end up paying him. They just won't tag him.
No, we'll see. I hope so.
I think
he deserves his money.
They have created a very close knit brotherhood over there, and I just don't see him like unless there was something crazy going on over there that I don't know about. I just don't
Hey,
see
look,
them not paying this.
Montgomery went to the Texans,
That's true.
and him and Gibbs, they were like a tandem over there, man. Sonic and Knuckles. Sucks.
Yeah,
It's just the business of the NFL, though.
it is. Well, do you have any last thoughts before we head out of here? Because I'm not really speak any further on this until we know more and kind of see what happens, see if we get any feelers out there. I guess that anybody let me know in the comments, what you think is going to happen, what you anticipate, or any new news you might see going on. Because I think there's, who was it earlier? There was somebody else that is going on free agency that everybody's kind of like, oh, who was it? Was it Mike Evans?
Mike Evans is one. Yeah, he's definitely one. I think there's a couple linemen out there. I think there's a defensive lineman out there too, Chris Wilkins.
Yeah.
There's a couple names out there worth paying attention to that are definitely going to be on other teams next year. So, for sure, man. If anything, man, you got anything going on, babe? You got anything planned so we can let the audience know what they should look forward to?
I guess you guys could keep an eye out. I am going to be starting my own channel. It's going to be called Shots, Sports, and Suspects. It is going to be an array of different things that I am into. And if you guys are into, like, I don't know, sports talk, that's kind of like going to be the vibe.
Seattle Seahawks 12. Talk that 12 talk, baby. You're a Super Bowl champion, man. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, babe. And I'm also going to be diving into the world of true crime to some degree because I am a justice major and it just feels right.
Nice. That's what's up. And I can't wait to be able to produce it for you either, babe. For sure, man. Stay tuned for all that good stuff, man. Stay tuned, stay tapped in, and talking about special guests, man. Look, we got a core in the mix over here. What you got? Any thoughts? Yeah, no.
The core boars.
The core, named after Korrin from Dragon Ball. If you know, you know. But that being the case, yeah, man. Let's wrap it up here, babe, real quick. Got to give the audience a big blue salute. Make sure y'all hit the like, hit the bell, hit the subscribe, and peace.
And this is a GhostDog original.
There you go.
From the shadows of MedLife to Mike's last track, GhostDog repping Big Blue, never looking back. Podcast sales, that's deep in the fog. Gridiron echoes follow the phantom dog. Jersey glows under moonless skies, fades with the beat, but never truly dies. He barks once loud, a New York anthem blast, that vanishes like stories to podcast pass.
This is a GhostDog mixtape original.